Good evening, everyone. I am doing a test live vocal commentary over gameplay. We are playing tonight the Sega Saturn version of Street Fighter, the movie, the game. That console designation is somewhat important. There are two games known by the name Street Fighter, the movie, the game. There's an arcade version, and then there's a PlayStation and Sega Saturn version. The arcade version was not developed by Capcom, and thus is not very good. I don't have any experience with it. The console version, on the other hand, a local hangout spot of mine had a quote-unquote bad fighting game tournament a couple weeks ago, and this was the featured game, so burned it to a disc, played around with it a little bit, had some fun, so figured I'd show it off. I'm just going to do one match, because it's really all I got time for right now, but it's an interesting game. We're going to pick Street Battle. This essentially plays like Super Street Fighter 2 with some elements of Super Turbo, but with digitized sprites a la Mortal Kombat. So it plays and looks very interesting, but under it all, it still has enough of the good classic Street Fighter DNA. It's definitely an interesting game, I will say that. So, yep, just gotta wait for it to load. It's all on real hardware, so just doing the best I can. So yeah, as you can see, you can do your traditional Street Fighter stuff, no problem. Now, you've got Super in this game, but I like to just spam EX moves instead, which I'm not really doing right now, because I don't really need to. See, that double Hadouken, that was an EX move. I believe this, I'm pretty sure this was the first Street Fighter, period, to let you EX special moves. And it works a little weird in this game. Now, you've only got one bar of meter to work with, and that's fine. I mean, that's how it was in Super Turbo, but how your EX works is like, when you have half the meter, you can do an EX move. Okay, that's normal. I mean, most fighting games are like that. You know, you do, like, if I were to do it right now, hold on, just to show it off, if Honda doesn't wreck me. So, I just blew all my meter doing that, right? You know, as you would expect. I just gotta get back to full meter. I'm not playing the greatest just because I'm trying to show off. I might have to do, you know what, we're gonna do another fight just so I can show you how crazy the sauce in this game is. And when I discovered this, just by happenstance, just by playing that you can do this, my jaw dropped, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to do this on the people, you know, my friends. And yeah, they kind of lost their shit too. Okay, so we're gonna do one more fight just so I can really show you how crazy EX is in this game. You get meter by blocking, by hitting opponents, and by doing specials. Even if you whiff, you don't gain meter on whiffing normals, but you can just like whiff to medium or strong shoryukens, and that usually gives you meter right away. So it's pretty easy. God, yeah, Cammy, her pose is so awkward. I'm doing this on the Saturn pad. I normally would be playing on a stick, so if I have any inputs that don't work. Okay, so now that I've got Super. Now that I have Super. Well, I can get... You see how I just did an EX and I didn't use any meter? That's how all EXs work in this game. Now, if your meter is either halfway to 99% filled, if you do that EX, you will blow half your meter. But if your bar is full, you essentially have infinite EX moves, and gotta be one of the craziest things, because they're just as good as EX moves in other games. And like normally, you know, you're limited, you know, by your meter. You can't just do every special move as an EX move. That'd be ridiculous. But in this game, you can. See, that's the EX Shoryu. It does just about as much damage as his Super. And if you have full meter, it doesn't consume it, so you can just spam it over and over again. I did the Super there, but You do them the same way as you would in, Third Strike or whatever. You do the input and you press two buttons of the same limb, two punch, two kick, whatever, and that throws it out. But yeah, definitely a very interesting game. I guess I lied to you twice. I'll play one more now that I've properly shown off, so I don't have to purposely play weird to get meter or anything. But yeah, definitely a very interesting game. I'm sure most people will probably, if you're going to play this, do it through an emulator. But if you still got a PlayStation or something capable of playing PS1 games physically, or a Saturn laying around, I would definitely say give this game a shot if you come across it, or sail the seven seas and get it that way, which probably going to be your best bet. The rats in Chun-Li stage fucking kill me. Why is it so filthy? I mean, I haven't seen the Street Fighter movie in, at least a decade, so I don't remember context or anything, but it's just funny. Ugh, Shori Reppa, it connects so weird in this game. I find the only way for it to fully connect and for you to get every hit is you just have to do it raw. If you try to combo into it, if you try to anti-air, it just doesn't. It doesn't. You would think, it's a short you can use it as an anti-air, but if you do it, maybe hits them twice, which, not good to blow your whole meter on. Come on. Stop blocking. Oh, I did this. I did the EX, but she hit me out of it. Damn, after perfing her the first time, she's really mad now. That's okay, I'll get her. You lose. What kind of win pose is that? Come on. And yeah, the dash off of the startup is insane. I didn't mean to do that. Don't die, don't die. There we go. Yeah, see, connected once. It's so jank. I think the only advantage is using Super over, EX Shoryu is I think you got more invulnerability frames while doing the Super compared to anything else. And with that, I've got to get going, but hopefully you enjoyed this little test, and expect better things to come. Catch you on the flip.